Tēnā koutou YouTube. So this is my point carver, my DIY homemade point carver. Now, I'm not an expert at carving or building these things, but I do want to show you what I learned from building this one. It won't be a complete and comprehensive guide, but it might give you a couple of hints and clues in the right direction if you are building one or looking to build one yourself. So the main part, the key part is this. The I don't even know what it's called. I think plumber's block is what I've heard it called before, but they look a little bit different with a spindle, the shaft in the middle, and chuck on the end. If you got this part here, the rest is pretty straightforward. Now I was pretty lucky I was given this one, so I didn't have to source this part here, but I put all the rest together myself. So you've got your spindle, your mounting block. For putting things on the end, you need to have a thread. And I think this end has a thread with two clamping nuts on it as well for this. And you get a machine shop to organise that for you. And all this one here is just a simple straight through shaft. And underneath here, if we pull that off, is just the little screw which goes down into the shaft to keep it in place. So that's that part. At the other end, now we can actually just flip this off. So these belts, I just got these belts from automotive shop, just drive belts off a car. So how are we going to do this? So to put the tension on this motor, it's just an electric motor. It's just plugged in over there, and there's the on and off switch as well. I'm not saying that this is a super safe system either. It's just the components of it. I put it on a hinge, so that goes up and down. So then when the belt comes on and it goes down, that creates the tension which helps it drive. And that's all mounted on a base plate, which is all attached to that. So that's the spinning part of it. And then there's the water system. So my water system starts with a bucket up there, gravity fed, goes down to a couple of other bits, and comes into this tray here, which is fully separate. Stuck in there at the moment, and drips down, and then in the corner here there's a little pipe which goes down to another bucket, and I just empty that as needed. But there's lots of different ways you can do a water system too. So that's one way of making a point carver, or one basic concept. Other ways, you could buy a whole complete system, and they're probably a lot better than this, probably a lot more sound and balance as well than something like this. Another real easy, straightforward way is using an old drill press. Buying a drill press, lying on its side, and then using the chuck that's already on there. If you search up DIY or make your own point carver, there's a few resources online that you can find about that sort of stuff. But that is basically the main components of mine. The one other thing I'll show you is another version of what this looks like. So this is one sort of mounting block for your spindle. But over here, so this is on my tile saw. If we look under here, this is a plumber's block. I think it's more like a plumber's block sort of spindle. I've got a tile saw mounted on this one. This one actually got given to me as well. It came from my great grandfather. I found it in his workshop. It wasn't being used. So yeah, so there's another version, another way of doing it. Right, I hope there's something there that helped. Ngā mihi nui, kia ora.